Hello everyone! Today we're exploring the Gulf of Mexico using Clearwater Beach, Florida as our real-world Earth science laboratory. At first glance, Clearwater Beach may seem like just a beautiful vacation destination, but if we look closer, we can see many Earth science concepts in action. The beach, the water, the sand, the weather, and even the wildlife all interact as part of Earth's systems. Let's begin with the Gulf of Mexico itself. The Gulf of Mexico is a large body of water connected to the Atlantic Ocean through the Florida Straits and to the Caribbean Sea because it's mostly surrounded by land. Scientists call it a marginal sea, which is a portion of the ocean that is partly enclosed by land. One important Earth science concept is the hydrosphere, which includes all of the Earth's water. The Gulf of Mexico is part of the hydrosphere and contains both surface currents and deep water movement that help distribute heat around our planet. As we look at the beach, notice the sand beneath our feet. Beaches are constantly changing because of the processes of weathering, erosion, and deposition. Weathering is a breakdown of rock into smaller pieces. Erosion is a movement of those sediments from one location to another. And deposition occurs when the sediment settles and accumulates. The beautiful white sand at Clearwater Beach did not simply appear here. Over thousands of years, sediment weathered from rocks, transported by rivers, waves, and currents, and eventually deposited along Florida's coast. Now let's talk about waves. The waves you see are created primarily by wind, transferring energy to the surface water. Notice that the waters move up and down, while the wave energy moves forward. This is an important distinction. In many cases, energy travels further than the individual water molecules. As waves approach the shore, they slow down because the water becomes shallower. This causes them to increase in height and eventually break. Breaking waves can erode the shoreline and transport sand along the coast. One process responsible for moving sand is called longshore drift. Longshore drift occurs when the waves strike at the beach at an angle, and as the waves move sand down the shoreline, they gradually reshape beaches over time. Another important feature near Clearwater is the presence of barrier island. A barrier island is a long, narrow island made of sand that runs parallel to the mainland coast. These islands help protect inland areas from storm waves, and they reduce coastal erosion during hurricanes and tropical storms. Speaking of storms, the Gulf of Mexico is known for producing hurricanes. A hurricane is a powerful tropical cyclone that forms over warm ocean water. The Gulf's warm temperatures provide energy that can fuel storm development. Hurricanes produce strong winds, heavy rainfall, coastal flooding, and storm surge. Storm surge is an abnormal rise in seawater caused by the storm's wind pushing water toward the coast. Often, storm surge causes more damage than the wind itself. The Gulf of Mexico is also an ecosystem filled with life. An ecosystem is a community of living organisms interacting with their physical environment. The Gulf contains seagrass beds, fish, sea turtles, dolphins, sharks, and countless microscopic organisms known as plankton. Planktons play a critical role because they form the base of many marine food webs. Some plankton also perform photosynthesis, helping produce oxygen that supports life. Finally, let's consider how humans interact with this environment. Tourism brings millions of visitors to the Gulf Coast beaches each year. Fishing provides food and jobs. However, human activities can also create challenges, such as pollution, habitat destruction, and coastal erosion. Scientists monitor water quality, wildlife population, and shoreline changes to help protect these valuable resources. So, the next time you visit or see a beach like Clearwater Beach, remember that you're observing multiple Earth systems working together. The hydrosphere shapes the shoreline. The atmosphere creates wind and storms. The geosphere provides sand and sediment. And the biosphere supports countless living organisms. Earth science isn't just something we study in the classroom. It's happening all around us, every day, even right here on the Gulf of Mexico's coast.